Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. You know, without even saying a word, really, sometimes you just think you've heard it all, and then you realize that you haven't. That's kind of like the day I had today, and I want to put that into perspective for you. So yes, post-market wrap-up on, I'm laughing, on this Thursday, June 30th, 2022. Let's see. Well, if you're watching like pretty much any of the mainstream media outlets, two absolutely, frankly, bullshit, dog shit, cat shit, bird shit, all mixed together and like, I don't know, flung all over the place. It's going on right now. No, number one, we just found out, literally, an admission that our economy, yes, it's not growing. As a matter of fact, we are contracting. Okay, and this is a global phenomenon. Meanwhile, if you were to turn on, pick one, CNBC, Fox Business, Bloomberg, Reuters, whatever, our economy is strong. We're actually doing really, really well. So ignore the fact that we just told you that the economy is contracting. And that factory and manufacturing is actually year over year down 14%. Oh, but it's great. You know that everything is great because we're telling you that. Okay, so that's one part of the narrative, that despite what they're telling us themselves, okay, and we already know because I guess we live in the real world. I would imagine so. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Well, they're trying to tell us again that what they're saying isn't even real. How many times have you heard me tell you that they try to convince you that what you see with your own eyes, that's not real? Now, what they're telling you, that isn't real either. Oh, well, I'm glad we cleared that up. How about you? So that's the bullshit narrative right now that, oh yeah, our economy is freaking great. Perfect, really. Oh, okay. Now, the other narrative here, which I don't think is going to become as a surprise to a single person who follows this blog, is, well, guess what? You might want to be let in on a little secret. Are you ready? Well, inflation actually is getting better. Oh, you can tell, right, that inflation is actually getting better. Meanwhile, let's see. The Federal Reserve's favorite indicator for inflation just hit a 40-year high. How does that work? So inflation is getting better, but the Federal Reserve's favorite indicator for inflation is at a 40-year high. Oh, yeah, of course, clear to me now. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. And we got the Chicago PMI today. That's another piece of economic news that proves that our economy is dog shit, falling off the cliff. But no. People, as I've been explaining to you for I don't know how many years, you can't make this stuff up if you try to. It is the most twisted, retarded, upside down, backwards and twisted environment that I've ever heard of. I couldn't come up with any of this stuff if I tried to make it up. Maybe some of you can. I'm not that creative. All right, so let's slide on over to the lovely stock market. Forget about the stock market for a moment. Let's look at the 10-year yield. You know that we dipped today below 3% on the 10-year yield. Yes, in fact, we did. I posted a nice snapshot of this, and I sent it out to my lovely subscribers to my free newsletter. Tell me why you're not a subscriber to my free newsletter, please, okay? Link in the description of this video. Anyway, pretty incredible. We did finish just about at 3 today. I mean, this is incredible. The action that we're seeing here in the debt market. What else did we find out today? Let's see. Let me get myself situated just for a moment. So the European Central Bank, we've all been made aware of this, is now engaging in some kind of emergency monetary policy to prevent fragmentation in the debt market. Well, now they're expanding that. They've already expanded it once, okay? Now they're expanding it again to include more bonds from other European nations as well. They're going to be buying them too. You see, this is how you can tell how great our economy is globally. When you have central banks that have to go out of their way to, again, buy it all. Where have you heard that from? Who? Where? Maybe right here? Where I told you central banks are going to buy it all? Could you imagine having that kind of power? Where you can create cash out of thin air. Just add it to a digital screen. Click, 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 click. You have all the cash you want. And then you can go out there and buy anything. Buy it all. As we already know, I've covered this to the point of nauseum. Well, this mechanism here of adding digits to a screen, because they don't really print it anymore, yeah, well, that's massively inflationary. But no, you can't know that either. And you can't. Maybe that's why the Fed's favorite indicator for inflation is at a 40-year high with no end in sight. Oh, yeah, but it's peaking and it's actually getting better. You know that because they're telling you. Make no mistake. It's incredible. And let me explain this to you in case you don't know. So now that we have the European Central Bank kind of expanding their emergency monetary policy, you're going to have the Federal Reserve do the same thing, but you can't know that. You see, you're only allowed to see what's on the Fed's website that they put there for you and the public balance sheet. But you're not allowed to see the non-public balance sheet. It's no secret, people. It's no secret. Most major corporations on the planet have two balance sheets. You know this. The balance sheet that you're allowed to see and the one that they hide from everyone. Oh, and the Federal Reserve is the same thing. But also they have a trading desk that they don't use it. They don't use their trading desk to buy the market. Oh, no. I tell you, it's crazy. So anyway, look, what else is going on? We got the dollar today that did reverse from being higher, lower. So I can't really call this a fear trade, although the stock market did fall today. I mean, I don't want to say it's anything major, but it fell nonetheless. Cryptocurrencies are getting hit pretty bad. Bitcoin somewhere around 19,000, slightly lower than that. Gold and especially silver today taking a hit. Crude oil falling by, I believe it was 3.6%. I'm referring to West Texas Intermediate, WTI. And that's really the story. That's where we stand at this present time. And who knows what other freaking thing they're going to throw at us tomorrow. Remember, because our economy is really strong. And you can tell because that's what they're saying. They say one thing one day. Again, our economy is contracting and this, that, and the other thing is going on. But no, ignore that because now we're doing really well. And inflation, it's definitely getting better. Meanwhile, how about now? Make it up. Make any of this stuff up, people. It's an absolute impossibility. And I don't know. I know all of you get it. Seriously, you follow this blog. You get it. You understand what's going on. All right. With that said, I don't know what else really to tell you here. I do want to give a shout out to two people. One of them you probably know of. The other one I don't think so too much. Well, let's bring up one first. I want all of you out here to pay attention to someone who I think deserves some accolades here. This is Kimberly's Market Strategy. I'm going to put a link in the description of this video. She does good work. Kimberly, if you're out there listening to this, start putting out more videos. The last time I looked, you were over 500 subs. You had 199 just a little while ago. I gave you a shout out in my newsletter. You're picking up some subs, and I am hoping people here that are listening will sub to your channel. I want you to put out some more work. Okay, I like your work. I think it's sound, it's solid, and people should pay attention. So, with that said, my lovely friends, I'm going to place a link to Kimberly's Market Strategy in the description of this video. Please click on that, and please subscribe to her channel because I know for a fact that Kimberly is now going to start putting out some more work. The second person I want to give a shout out to is an old friend of mine, someone I miss a lot, someone I care about. Unfortunately, years ago, we had a falling out. I'm I'm willing to put the past behind us. I hope Greg is as well. I'm referring to Greg Hunter, USA Watchdog. He's a good guy. He's trying to make a difference in the world, and that's what we all need to do. So with that said, okay, right under Kimberly's market strategy, where there's a link, description of this video, you're going to find a link to USA Watchdog. I want you to pay attention to that too. All right, so with that said, people, that's what we're going to do. You know, we're out here, all of us. We're trying to make a difference. We're trying to create a better world. And like I always say, it's got to start with you and me. Let's come together. We need each other. You all know that. Kimberly, Greg, we're all going to get together here. And Greg, if you still have my number, got my phone, love to hear from you, buddy. Honestly, I think it's time to lay down whatever we had in the past. It's definitely long enough, Greg. Okay. All right. Anyway, everyone, love all of you. I mean that. Please share the video. Please get it out there. Let me know what you think about Kimberly's channel and Greg. Okay. I think a lot of you do still follow Greg. Good guy, like I said. All right. That's all. I'll see all of you in the morning. And, well, I'm out of here.